Seth Binzer, that was his name. Before the fame, before the drugs, before the world knew him as Shifty Shellshock, he was just a kid from Los Angeles, born into a world of creativity. His father a screenwriter, his mother an artist. It was in their shadow that a star began to form. Growing up, Seth was surrounded by the arts, and it was only natural that he would find his own path in this vibrant world.
Seth's musical journey began early. He found solace in the rhythm and poetry of hip-hop. The beats and rhymes spoke to him in a way nothing else could. He linked up with other kids who felt that same pull, that same need to express themselves. They would spend hours together, honing their craft, sharing their dreams. They formed a rap group. The Beastie Boys influenced their style. Their music was a blend of raw energy and youthful rebellion. They called themselves the Wooligans. It was more than just a name, it was a statement, a declaration of their intent to make their mark on the world.
The Wooligans became their escape, their voice. Through their music, they found a way to channel their frustrations and aspirations. They poured their hearts into their music, rapping about their lives, their struggles, their dreams. Each lyric was a piece of their soul, each beat a heartbeat of their collective spirit. Their talent was raw, untamed. But there was a spark there, a certain something that set them apart. They had a unique sound, a voice that demanded to be heard. They started performing at local clubs, their energy infectious, their lyrics resonating with the crowds. People couldn't help but be drawn to their passion and authenticity. The Los Angeles underground scene took notice. Word spread. The Wooligans were becoming a force to be reckoned with, and Seth Binzer, the boy with a dream, was on his way to becoming Shifty Shellshock, the frontman of a phenomenon. His journey was just beginning, and the world was about to witness the rise of a star. The late 90s, Los Angeles throbbed with a new sound. Nu metal, a fusion of rap and rock, aggressive and melodic. It was a collision of genres, a rebellion against the norm. And Shifty Shellshock, with his raw energy and lyrical prowess, was drawn to its chaotic heart.
He crossed paths with Epic Mazur, another musician drawn to the burgeoning nu metal scene. They recognized a shared passion, a similar fire. They decided to join forces, to create something new, something explosive. Crazy Town was born.
They poured their souls into their music, blending rap verses with hard-hitting rock riffs. Their sound was unique, a blend of aggression and melody, of vulnerability and rage. They called it psychedelic hip-hop.
Their debut album, The Gift of Game, was released in 1999. It was a raw, unfiltered expression of their lives, their struggles, their dreams.
The album received mixed reviews, some critics dismissing it as just another nu metal band. But there was something different about Crazy Town, a raw energy that resonated with a generation. And then came Butterfly.
Butterfly, a song about love, loss, and longing. A ballad disguised as a nu metal anthem. It was a departure from Crazy Town's usual hard-hitting sound, but it showcased a different side to Shifty Shellshock, a vulnerability that lay beneath the rage.
The song took off. It climbed the charts, slowly at first, then with unstoppable momentum. It reached the top of the Billboard Hot 100, a feat few nu metal bands achieved. Overnight, Crazy Town became a household name.
Butterfly wasn't just a song, it was an anthem. It resonated with millions around the world, its message of love and loss transcending cultural boundaries.
The song's success propelled The Gift of Game to platinum status. Crazy Town were stars, their faces plastered on magazine covers, their music blasting from every radio station. Shifty Shellshock became an icon, his dreadlocks and energetic stage presence instantly recognizable. He had achieved his dream, but fame came at a price. The pressures of success, the constant touring, the temptations that came with fame began to take their toll. Section 4. Going Solo Shifty and the Big Shots. The success of Butterfly was a double-edged sword. It brought Crazy Town into the limelight, making them a household name almost overnight. It catapulted Crazy Town into the stratosphere of fame, but it also created tensions within the band. The pressures of maintaining that level of success began to weigh heavily on everyone. Creative differences arose, fueled by the pressures of their newfound success. Each member had their own vision, their own idea of what Crazy Town should be.
Shifty, always a restless creative spirit, felt stifled. The band's direction no longer aligned with his personal artistic goals. In the midst of this turmoil, I decided to explore my own musical path. I needed to find my own voice, separate from the collective identity of Crazy Town. I embarked on a solo career, forming a new band, Shifty and the Big Shots. This was my opportunity to step out of the shadow of Crazy Town and create something uniquely my own. It was a chance for me to break free from the constraints of Crazy Town, to experiment with new sounds and collaborate with different artists. I wanted to push the boundaries of my creativity.
His solo work was a departure from the nu metal sound that defined Crazy Town. Shifty embraced a more eclectic mix of genres, blending hip-hop, rock, and electronic music. He delved into hip-hop, collaborating with artists like Paul Oakenfold and Cypress Hill. These collaborations allowed him to explore new musical landscapes and reach different audiences. His music was raw, introspective, reflecting his personal struggles and his journey through the dark side of fame. Each song was a piece of his soul, laid bare for the world to see.
My solo career was met with mixed success. While I didn't achieve the same commercial heights as I did with Crazy Town, I found a deeper sense of fulfillment in my work. I never quite reached the same commercial heights as I did with Crazy Town, but my music retained a loyal following. My fans appreciated the authenticity and passion I brought to my solo projects. My fans recognized my raw talent, my honesty, my willingness to bare my soul through my music. They connected with the vulnerability and truth in my lyrics.
But behind the music, a darker story was unfolding. The pressures of fame, the struggles with personal demons, and the relentless pursuit of artistic perfection took their toll on Shifty. Despite the challenges, Shifty continued to push forward, driven by an unyielding passion for music. His journey was far from over, and each new chapter brought its own set of trials and triumphs. Through it all, Shifty remained dedicated to his craft, always striving to create music that resonated deeply with his audience. His story is one of resilience, creativity, and the enduring power of music. Section 5. The Shadows of Addiction. Fame. It can be a double-edged sword, a dream that quickly turns into a nightmare. It can be a seductive mistress, promising the world but demanding a heavy price. The allure of the spotlight can be intoxicating, but it often comes with a hidden cost. For Shifty Shellshock, the pressures of success, the constant touring, the temptations that came with fame proved to be too much. The relentless schedule, the never-ending expectations, and the ceaseless scrutiny took their toll.
I turned to drugs and alcohol to cope, to numb the pain, to escape the pressures of my new reality. It started as a way to take the edge off, to find some semblance of peace amidst the chaos. What began as a way to cope soon spiraled into a full-blown addiction. The substances that once provided relief became chains that bound me, pulling me deeper into a dark abyss. Drugs and alcohol became my constant companions, a crutch I couldn't seem to shake off. They were always there, offering a temporary escape but demanding a permanent price.
The more he used, the deeper he fell into the abyss of addiction, his life spiraling further out of control. Each high was followed by a crushing low, each moment of relief by an overwhelming sense of despair. His addiction began to affect everything: his music, his relationships, his health. The very things he once cherished were slipping through his fingers. He became increasingly erratic, his behavior unpredictable. The once vibrant and energetic performer was now a shadow of his former self. There were arrests, public outbursts, and stints in rehab. Each incident was a cry for help, a sign that he was losing the battle against his demons. The once promising star was fading, his light dimming under the weight of his addiction. The world watched as he struggled, his every misstep magnified by the unforgiving lens of fame.
My struggles became public, splashed across tabloid headlines, my every misstep documented for the world to see. The pressure was immense, the judgment unrelenting. I became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dark side of fame, the price some pay for reaching the top. My story is a testament to the fact that behind the glitz and glamour, there can be a world of pain and struggle.